What's his
with
name again?
Poundcake there. Poundcake?
No.
He's over there. He's our
the guy that you
phone
mentioned
screener,
in
Bill.
Dream Theater.
Mike Portnoy was the longtime drummer, quarter century. He was.
Oh yeah, one beat. Everyone knows the rule.
What?
That's a Dave Portnoy joke.
Who is Dave Portnoy?
Barstool Sports. He does.
No,
One
I was
Bite
doing
Pizza.
my impression of America.
That was in my. I don't know if that's a good one of those. He's a pretty popular guy.
I've never heard of him.
Well,
So he
there's
can't be
but there's-
that popular,
But there's a lot
Bill.
of people that are very popular, but a lot of people know who they
I
are.
have heard of Barstool Sports.
Yes.
Mike Portnoy is the longtime drummer for, and then he had a cup of coffee with Avenged Sevenfold, and I just don't think it was a good fit. But a phenomenal drummer. He was the you got to be if you're going to be in a band like Dream Theater. Anywho, hey, if you listen to the show on iHeartRadio from out of state, maybe you're over there kicking back on Pelee Island. Or maybe you are Ray, who is out in Vancouver, or you're Robin or Jay, who live in Toronto. I got a text from Emily in the break, who is Canadian. I take offense to you saying Canada is full of hillbillies. We prefer the term icebacks. All right, thank you. Noel listens to the show in West Newton, Pennsylvania, south of Pittsburgh. Michelle listens in Atlantic, Pennsylvania. Let me find a non-Pennsylvania. Tim is one of our bureau chiefs in Omaha, Nebraska. Lexi is stationed at Fort Bragg, North Carolina. And Adam is our bureau chief in Michigan City, Indiana. The hometown of... No, I'm sorry.
Foxtrot Museum.
I screwed it up. Nope. I always mix up Michigan City, Indiana, with Benton Harbor, Michigan. Why do I do that? I have no
Don't
idea.
even sound the same.
I know. I don't know why. Sinbad is from Benton Harbor, Michigan, not Michigan City, Indiana. LaMelo Ball is going to be an all-star, correct? Or is he an alternate?
Well,
he's
an
replacing
all-star.
someone,
He's replacing Kevin Durant.
He's the youngest all-star since LeBron appeared in the all-star game 15 years ago. On our own Cleveland Cavaliers, by the way, I had no idea. They posted something about him. I'm sure it was some post-game thing or something. No clue that Evan Mobley was 20 years old. That's a young dude.
Yeah.
Congratulations to him. Imagine being like or LeBron or any of these guys. Imagine just like,
Like our top three players.
You're almost a teenager.
Darius Garland, I think, just turned 22.
There you go.
Like, he's a baby, too. These guys are young.
Yeah, LaMelo Ball, who plays for the Hornets right now, he'll become the youngest player to appear in an All-Star game since LeBron James in 2005. LeBron James used to play for the Cleveland Cavaliers.
I didn't know that.
You should look into it. He was very, very popular at the time. He kind of faded into obscurity. I don't think he plays anymore. But he was very, very popular. They loved him here in Cleveland, Ohio. Overall, LaMelo Ball will be the fourth youngest to appear ever.
And why'd they run him out of town?
Behind Kobe, LeBron, and Magic Johnson. What's that?
If he was so beloved, why did everybody run him out of town?
Funny story. He misread the situation. He thought he was, it's really hard sometimes to get a vibe on where an audience is coming from. And he thought that he wasn't appreciated here. And so he left. It wasn't even like they told him to get out of town.
Oh, they didn't say, hey,
He left.
Kick rocks, LeBron. We've had enough of you.
The trouble is that when he left, he did it so quietly.
Nobody knew, huh?
Nobody knew. Nobody was able to pay attention to anything. And so they didn't know. And that's really on us. I think that's on us. Although, listen, when it comes to All-Star Weekend, 1 week from this Friday, the 18th, we'll be doing this show live at Public Auditorium for All-Star Weekend for the Nissan NBA crossover event. So we're going to be down at Public Auditorium. Me and Bill and Poundcake. There'll be a live Poundcake Sports Break. There'll be a live Bill Squire Friday Get Down. All of it brought to you by Nissan. There were 87 bars and taverns and restaurants in the city of Cleveland that applied to get that 4 a.m. liquor license for All-Star Weekend. And they said, nope, we're giving it to hotels.
I just don't understand. Like, Cleveland is a big city. Like, why do they care if someone drinks till 4 a.m.? I don't understand.
I get why they did it, but I still think it's a bad move. They're doing it because they're like, look, we'd rather confine it to hotels than have tens of thousands of people running around till 4 a.m. at local bars. But if you're a bar owner, you go, well, that sucks, because who's going to want to party at one of these 7 hotels, the Holiday Inn at the Cleveland Clinic? I mean, do you think that
that's so close to downtown
Right.
where they're having all the festivities? That's a weird one.
But also, do you? Yeah, well, the Intercontinental. I mean, they're all downtown. I mean,
but that one's like
The Intercontinental is not downtown. That's by the Cleveland Clinic, right?
Yeah, both
like
of those are.
Yeah, those are like by the clinic, and that's not
the
close.
9, the Westin downtown. I guess
Nine
the other
makes
ones are
sense,
downtown.
yeah.
Yeah.
I imagine they're just all booked up, so people are going to get
Sure.
back there and
Now,
stay going.
Go back to the hotel and get lit.
The last time we did this for the RNC,
Mm-hmm.
and I was bartending at the time, and I was bartending 2 different jobs downtown. And speaking from my experience at those bars, that 4 a.m. liquor license could not have been more of a waste of time, because we did
Well,
not
the RNC
see.
really flopped too.
Well, okay, maybe this will be different.
Yeah.
But it was like it was a ghost town after 11 o'clock midnight.
Right.
I mean, and
That's awful.
And we had
But
applied
that's
and
why-
fought so hard that we had to. We were open until 4 in the morning.
That's why I think the hotel thing is probably a better idea.
it makes more sense.
But it
Because
should be
they're
most
like,
hotels
everybody's
then.
going to go back to the hotel.
and then they
every-
can just walk up to their room. That makes a lot more sense.
And not every hotel has a bar in it.
Well, the ones that have bars, that's more of an
Well, they
incentive.
went with the ones that have like bars that are where
I mean,
people are
the
going to be
9,
going
the
to.
West
Yeah.
End.
But what I'm
Those
saying
already-
is,
And there's-
I mean, their overall thing, they're still citing the pandemic. They're like,
Maybe.
this isn't the RNC or the MLB All-Star Game. We're still in the middle of something. But I think just getting people back to their hotels and having them do whatever they want to do.
And also-
it would suck if you were a bar owner, but
the things that are going on, by the time you get to 4 a.m., it's all private events anyway.
this isn't a 4 a.m. city.
No.
It really
It's
isn't.
not.
this isn't even a 2 a.m. city. I feel like.
Maybe not.
I don't know.
So 4 a.m.'s
mean,
great
for-
if there's like still a vibe. If there's no vibe.
For a
And then
weekend
there's no
like
food
that,
open.
yeah.
When you're that drunk and everything, all the restaurants close at 10. You know what I mean?
And McDonald's is lying to you, saying they're open 24 hours, Mary.
Sorry, Bill. Go ahead.
well, yeah, there will be people downtown and having a good time, but I don't think there is a need for a
Not
bunch
enough.
of bars to be open till 4 a.m. And
Not
I don't
enough.
think the problems outweigh the
Benefits.
benefits. Yeah.
LeBron said he will sign wherever his son gets signed. That's his way of helping his son get drafted high. Isn't that gaming the system? I'll sign with a team that signs my son?
Yeah, but I mean, they have to have the draft pick. So.
Right. So if he stuck to that, LeBron could be playing for the...
Like the Magic or something. I mean, the Magic or
Yeah.
be in Detroit.
There you
Who
go.
else
LeBron James of the Detroit Pistons. Hey, let me give you some
This
money
is still
here.
probably 3 years away, though.
Sure, yeah. How old's Bronny now?
I think he is a junior. I think
Okay.
He's like 16
17,
or
16.
Yeah.
It's $1,000 right here. Chance for you to go fund yourself. Listen for these keywords about 30 past the hour, and good luck.
The Buzzard wants you to go fund yourself and score $1,000. Enter the nationwide keyword deposit at WMMS.com. That's deposit. Enter it now at WMMS.com. And good luck from Buzzard Radio.
Hey, Woody.
Alan,
Yes, sir.
how's it, brother?
So far, so good.
I'm looking at the lake right now, and there's a bunch of wide open water out here. Not a lot, but a bunch of wide open water
Oh, good for you.
between the ice flows.
Yeah, you got to go with the flow, baby. Yeah.
But hey, you were talking about the city of Cleveland letting bars open till 4 o'clock. You're a Chicago one, and there's a handful of bars in Chicago that stay open late.
Yeah.
Right? There's-
Yeah. There are
there's-
5
there's-
a.m. bars in Chicago, yes.
Yeah, 5 a.m. bars. And I watched some documentary or read something. There was only a handful of liquor licenses that were handed out back whenever they handed them out to stay open. And, well, for whatever reason they did. But there's no more. There's only I don't know. Will you be able to tell me more than I could tell you how many bars are able to stay open in Chicago?
Well, even in Chicago, though, there are a lot fewer. I don't think they're handing out too many of those. There's probably a couple of dozen 5 a.m. bars. There's not nearly as many as there used to be because even there, they're like, we don't have people hanging out till 5 a.m., even on a Friday or a Saturday. I used to live around the corner from one, and it saved my relationship at one point. Because I could just walk down the street at 2 a.m., get hammered, and not fight with my girlfriend.
Right, yeah. I think the Redhead Piano Bar, I think, might be one that actually stays open till 5 o'clock in the morning. But I know there's only a handful, as opposed to the whole town staying open till 5 a.m.
Yeah, no, I mean, Redhead's right downtown, so that's probably like the Hang Up and the Boss Bar and all those. Yeah, there's a whole bunch of places that stay open, but it's...
do you think it would be detrimental if they all did? I think England...
There's no reason for it. There's no reason for it.
Didn't England try to experiment in London about if they left all the bars open 24 hours a day, they wouldn't shove all the drunks out at 11 p.m. at night?
Yeah, I don't know. I do not know. But I'll look into it, okay, Woody?
All right, cheers, buddy.
All right, thank you, pal. Hey, Dick.
Hey, how you guys doing?
What's up, Dick? How's retirement treating you?
Oh, it's great. I wanted to tell you and Ari and Bill that, I found...
I'll just go by Bill, not Ari and Bill.
That was my goal after I retired, so I'm playing in the Kettering Banjo Society, the Strummers, and then we have another jam session on, let's see, I'm trying to think, on Friday.
Yeah.
It's,
hold on, Bill wants to say something. Hold on. Is that you, Bill? Arian Bill? Oh, okay. Oh, I'm so sorry. I was going to say, it doesn't even sound like you, but, Dick's hurling all of these epithets at you, and I wanted to make sure that we were all on the same page. I'm sorry. Go ahead, Dick.
Yeah, and it's kind of
right
neat,
up.
and I got a call from, something that I never learned that I heard, I took some classes, and Kathy, she was telling me about the dulcimers, and a lady had called me and gave me a referral. So I sat in with the dulcimer group. They had they play a lot of the old standards, Appalachian music, and it's really... I'm keeping occupied pretty good,
Well, that's good. I certainly didn't want you to wither away in your retirement, Dick.
Yeah. And another thing, too, I was just going to tell you, is it possible you think the Cavaliers can go to the playoffs this year, or do you give them another year?
Oh, they're going to the playoffs this year. It's happening.
You think so?
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah,
you heard it here second, Dick. I'm sure you've been telling people.
Yeah. Oh, I know you guys got blasted up there. I know we couldn't move for a couple days. The drift's so bad. How much snow did you guys get? Did you get
Dick.
a lot?
Yeah, we got some. But you know what? We all lived, and we're all the better for it. And we're all going to make it. Are you going to be rooting for the Bengals for the big game on Sunday, Dick? The big game.
Yeah, I guess so. Not that I want to.
Why? You're not going to root for the Rams?
Well, no. It's just that my loyalties, like I've told you guys before, is really in Cleveland.
Yeah, you keep telling us that, don't you? You keep telling us that. I don't know.
My cousin would want me to be that way. She's a big... She hears me on your show a lot. But,
I know.
I think I should be loyal to my fans, too, don't you?
Loyal to your fans. I think you should absolutely be loyal to your fans, yes. Okay, thank you, Dick. Appreciate the call. Dick tonight. There's one thing I'd hate. It's for Dick to let his fans down.
He's got a lot of them.
Well, I don't know how many he's got. If he has 2, there's people that you should try to not let down. Mm-hmm. And so, who knows?
Does he have a subreddit? Where people track him from all the different shows?
Whatever you do not Google Dick subreddit. It's not going to... it's not going to reveal what you think it is. And no, for the people who are asking me, I have not heard from Rick. So I hope everything's fine. Again, there's no way that we would find out. There's been no, in case of emergency, call Alan Cox. There's nobody in his life that would even think to give us a call. Because how do they know? They don't know he's calling us all the time. So I certainly hope that he hasn't I hope nothing nefarious has happened to him. I hope he's just doing fine and has just been so busy and having such a great time that he hasn't thought to catch up with us. Because we've had little gaps in communication before, but I don't think like this. So I hope he's okay. I certainly don't want to put any thoughts in people's heads. Listen, I did what I could do to try to keep the Peloton company afloat. I bought one over the pandemic. I tried to help them out, but then they cratered. They couldn't figure out how to keep people buying those dumb bikes.
Oh, you mean people don't want a $3,500 stationary bike in their house? Come on.
But a lot of people did. A lot of people did. Their stock went through the roof, but then they lost all those gains, and now the CEO left. They're getting rid of like 3,000 employees. They were going to build a factory in Toledo, and they bailed on that.
Yeah.
So Toledo was like, hey,
well,
we didn't even know that Pelotons needed glass. Turns out they did.
It's because Peloton is not a repeat customer type of thing. You buy one, and then you never need anything again from them.
I just don't know why they don't use the bikes as a loss leader and just charge, because you got to pay every month for a subscription for it.
Sure.
So like sell them the bike, but then make your money on the software and the classes and the updates. I don't know why they're not doing that.
But you can only sell so many. You can only, there's a limit to how many people are going to buy that bike.
No, understood.
And they've hit that.
Yeah.
It's not like something that you can go back and buy multiple Peloton bikes. What are you even going to do with it?
Well, no, more people could buy them. I mean, they've been around for a decade. They didn't get huge until the pandemic. But I mean, and I think the bad press on those, like the kids were getting killed on those treadmills, that's no good. So that's going to tank your... They stopped making the treadmills, I think.
They had to come out and make a statement after... And just like that, the Sex and the City reboot, when, oh, spoiler alert, one of the characters has a mishap on a Peloton bike, and they're like, hey, guys, everything's safe. It's not us.
Even on the show Billions, for people who watch the show Billions with Paul Giamatti, there's a character on there who has a heart attack, and they're like, guys, would you stop?
Right.
You know? We paid a lot of money to get in these shows. Could you stop killing people on our product?
Right.
I mean, you're not going to lose weight doing just cardio, but... Still.
I feel like everyone who was going to buy a Peloton bought one.
You might be right.
I mean... You
might be right. But they were going to... imagine you thought you were going to have a job making Pelotons in Toledo, and they go, guys, boy, it's really cratered for us, and sorry. Because that Intel plant in Columbus is what's going to make Columbus, that's going to put Columbus on the map for stuff other than, short north. Okay, listen, I've got a break. If you want to get a text in here for something, 35192, AlanCoxShow.com. You can hit us up there or get the video. And you can listen anywhere on the iHeartRadio app.
The Alan Cox Show.